7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crazy mother.
From Indulgence, the Mutation X V4S. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Vapor Chronicles.
Hello and welcome to the Vapor Chronicles. We are back yet again, and this time it's time for an RDA, a brand new RDA from a company we all know. You know, Indulgence, the creators of the Mutation X V4. They are back with the V4S, which is sort of an updated version, a more modern version of the Mutation X V4. Still has the same extender, it still has the same great airflow options, bottom airflow, side airflow, but this time they've added a velocity style deck. How is the deck? Is it a big deck? Is the deck easy to work with? All those questions and more will be answered in this review. Also, I'd like to thank Indulgence for sending me this Mutation X V4S for free for the purpose of this review, and a review I will do. If you're interested in picking this up at the end of the review, there's links down below. It's currently in stock at Vapor DNA for $29.99. They have the Project Subohm edition in stock, and that's the $29.99. I don't think you pay more for it. Black and silver, and it's in stock. All right, so let's do this. Let's take a closer look and see what it's all about.
Let's dive in and break it down.
All right, so that's what you get. I'll explain everything that's here. You have your RDA, and what we're going to do is talk about some of the parameters of it. Okay, you have a two-post dual-terminal build deck with 2.3mm diameter terminals, and there's 2 per post. Side tension is applied. It does have a multi-sized angled bottom airflow, which is right there, you can see. You can see it's angled. The holes are 1.5mm, 2mm, and 2.5mm. The airflow is controlled by the included silicone sealing plug, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now, the actual airflow adjustment for the side, not the top, is a dual parallelogram side airflow array. So there's 18 total holes in a 3x3 array, and they're 2mm each. So what you can do is you can adjust 3, 3, and 3. And we've all seen this with the previous Mutation X's. You can also open one side completely, and that would be for your single coil configurations. Okay, this pops off. Want to be careful because these are awfully sharp. There's your O-ring. Now this comes with this 11mm wide bore competition drip cap. It is Delrin. It also comes with this, which is your flush heat reducing Delrin 510 drip top adapter. So if you want to use a 510 drip tip, this screws in like so, and it makes it flush with the top. See? They also include this polycarbonate tank extender. So if you wanted to use that, you could, and that's compatible with this top or this top. Okay. Now, the actual juice well itself is 5mm deep, and it's a really nice build deck. Nice big post holes, 3 O-rings for a nice tight seal. You can see that huge peak insulator that runs around the whole entire thing. 304 stainless steel with a silver plated copper connection for the bottom. And they are individually serialized. So let's do a build on this. And we're going to put this on the DNA 200 low. So we're going to screw this on. And in your bag you get some extra O-rings, and you get your post screws, whole bunch of extras, and your tool. So say you don't want bottom airflow, you just take this and on the outside push it into the hole, and there you go, it blocks up the hole for the airflow on the bottom. I personally think it would be better if they had like a little piece you could put right here that would be heat resistant, you know, like a little thin snap-in piece that would still be pretty flush, just so that you don't have to worry about dripping in there if you want to just do side airflow. But that's just my opinion. There's probably a reason against that, but I figured I'd shout it out and get yelled at in the comments section. Really nice quality threads. Everything feels great. The build quality is really, really good, especially for an entry-level price point. You know, I've had some some machining that was pretty crappy at this price point, and this is actually really good. Alright, so let's put a build in here. We're going to be doing a, I think it's a 6 or 7 wrap Clapton coil, 3mm. Okay, so we're reading in at about 0.47 ohms. Really good. And let's get rid of some hot spots. Make sure everything glows evenly. There we go, that's cooking real good. So in the end, you can raise and lower the height of your coils depending on your flavor from the bottom and the airflow from the side that you'd like. But there's no cotton on the deck. Everything's going into the juice well. Now you can freely drip right in the middle because of the velocity style deck. Everything's good. So let's get her wet. We're going to be using a little bit of this Indulgence from 5-Fold Vapor, Blueberry Pastry Vape. Pulse these coils a little bit. I always recommend putting a little bit of liquid on your finger. Put it on the O-rings around the outside just to get them lubricated a little bit. Adjust the airflow from the top by spinning the top. I'm going to open it up all the way. Both sides. We should be ready to vape. Alright, so let's zoom back out and let's take this bad boy for a vape. V Up Close is finished. What do you think? Pretty cool. Yeah, this one I wasn't really excited about. You know, a lot of things have, I mean, all my RTAs even have velocity style decks. But after vaping it, I gotta say, I'm really, really enjoying it, okay? This thing for $29.99 is such a great deal. It is only 22 millimeters in diameter. I wish it was 24 or 25, or I wish they had the option of 24 and 25. It would actually go on here really nice, but this actually fits on here really well too. Airflow is wide open. The build I had from the up close is in there. I do have a different juice, so I'm dripping the Tallahassee right now because this is a separate day from when I filmed the up close. And airflow is wide open on the bottom. Airflow is wide open on the top. Let's take it for a vape, shall we? 90 watts, 0.52 ohms. As you can see, massive gargantuan airflow. I mean, listen to this. It's huge airflow. From the bottom, a little bit more flavor. From the side, you get that airy, direct on the coil. You know, easy to drip. I'm going to re-drip right now. You don't want me dry hitting, do we? Now, one thing you always risk is over-dripping on something like this. You know, when you have the bottom airflow, if you over-drip, it comes out the bottom. Unless you plug it up, and then it sits in the channel until you unplug it, and then it leaks everywhere too. You can do single coil, dual coil on this, no problem. I like one slit open, two slits closed, bottom all the way open. That's how I like to vape. It's the smoothest airflow experience, and it gives me the best flavor and the best air that I like. All right. More rich, dense clouds. This Twinkie Tallahassee is banging in here. The build deck, the build quality, the insulator, the post holes, the post screws, everything feels really high end. It feels great. I'm very, very pleased with it. Airflow is great. I love everything about this thing. It's an excellent RDA. There's no complaints that I have whatsoever about it. But I do have a pro and con list, and I'll go over that in a minute. But first, let me do this. Let me shut off the top airflow and just do from the bottom. Tighter, but such a butter smooth draw. Really great flavor. It's delicious. Loving it, loving it. So that's it. Pros. Pretty much everything. I think it's a great RDA. O-rings are tight. Everything's holding together nicely. It's easy to drip in there. Velocity style deck. Not much to complain about there. I wish it came in a 24 and 25 millimeter diameter. It does have black and silver available from Jump Street, so you can get that. It's in stock right now, so you can run out and pick it up. The only other really thing I'd change is those little plugs at the bottom. That you have the little rubber plugs to shut off the bottom airflow. Don't really like them. I'm just not a fan. You can lose them. They're not a part of it. I wish they were inside the tank if possible without losing any build space or anything like that. I don't even know if it is possible. But, you know, no leaking. Everything's nice and tight. I mean, it's tight. Nice and tight. Just the way we like it. So that's it. If you like my channel, please subscribe. You can also find me every single Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Vape Team channel on YouTube. Mike Vapes, Vape and Fagan, and myself, we do it live and uncensored. All things vape every single week, and it's always a fun time. You can also find me on all my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also find me on the Facebook group for the Vape Team, which is an awesome place to hang out and learn everything you want to know about vaping from a great community that's growing. We do giveaways and all kinds of stuff on there too. I have a whole lot more where this came from. So keep watching, and I'll see you soon.